Today on FireBrain AI's Daily Ember, we'll cover all the latest in the world of AI, including California's ban on election deepfakes, LinkedIn's controversial data scraping for AI, UN's call for global AI governance, Alibaba's release of 100 new AI models, and Salesforce's AI agents replacing human workers. But before we get started, if you want to learn more about how to practically integrate AI into your business and daily life, join our free school community in the description below. Let's get to today's headlines.
It's AI that sets your brain on fire. Brain AI. Fire. Brain AI.
Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Ember, your AI-powered source for the latest in artificial intelligence news. I'm your host, Joe, and today we're diving into a world where AI is reshaping politics, privacy, and productivity. From deepfakes in elections to AI agents taking over customer service, we've got a fiery lineup that'll spark your imagination and maybe even ignite some controversy. So, let's fan the flames of innovation and see what's burning bright in the AI landscape. Our first story takes us to the Golden State, where Governor Gavin Newsom is turning up the heat on election meddling. California has just signed into law the strictest ban on AI-generated deepfakes in the U.S., aiming to protect election integrity. This new legislation allows courts to douse the spread of deepfakes and impose penalties on those who fan the flames of misinformation. Now, I've got to say, this law is like using a flamethrower to light a campfire. Effective, but potentially overkill. We need a more nuanced approach that doesn't torch free speech in the process. Instead of blanket bans, we should focus on rapid fact-checking systems and digital literacy education. Maybe we could even develop AI lie detectors for online content, though knowing politicians, they'd probably try to deepfake their way past those too. The implications of this law are far-reaching. It sets a precedent for how governments might regulate AI-generated content in the future, potentially influencing similar legislation across the country and even globally. However, it also raises questions about the balance between protecting democratic processes and preserving free speech. Enter Elon Musk, never one to shy away from controversy, who has already poked the bear by resharing a controversial AI-altered video of Kamala Harris. This move highlights the challenges of enforcing such laws in the age of social media, where content can spread rapidly across platforms and jurisdictions. Let's face it, trying to regulate deepfakes is like playing whack-a-mole with a quantum computer, frustrating and ultimately futile. Instead of heavy-handed laws, we need to vaccinate the public against digital snake oil. How about mandatory "don't be a chump online" classes in schools, or AI-powered BS detectors built into social media platforms? The real kicker would be holding politicians accountable for spreading misinformation. Imagine a world where every lie triggers an automatic donation to their opponent's campaign fund. Now that's what I call a balanced approach. Ultimately, the best firewall against misinformation is a well-informed public with a healthy dose of skepticism. We need to equip people with the critical thinking skills to spot digital trickery, understand the context of the content they consume, and question the sources of information they encounter online. Now let's stoke the flames of our next story. LinkedIn, the platform where professionals go to humble brag about their achievements, has decided to use its users' posts for AI training. Talk about adding fuel to the privacy fire. In a move that's raised eyebrows across the professional world, LinkedIn retroactively updated its privacy policy, automatically opting users into this data scraping practice. Users now have to manually opt out if they don't want their professional musings to become fodder for AI models. This decision has sparked a user backlash, with many feeling their trust has been betrayed. Let me paint you a picture. LinkedIn's opt-out policy is like a nosy neighbor who installs a two-way mirror in your bathroom, then acts offended when you object. But I left a tiny post-it note on your mailbox saying I'd do it unless you explicitly told me not to, they'd argue. It's privacy invasion masked as a public service, akin to a pickpocket who claims they're just redistributing wealth unless you wear a "Don't Rob Me" t-shirt. The implications of this move are significant. It highlights the ongoing tension between tech companies' desire to harness user data for AI development and individuals' right to privacy and control over their personal information. It also underscores the importance of transparency in data practices and the need for clear, easily accessible opt-out mechanisms. LinkedIn seems to think your personal data is their all-you-can-eat buffet, and you need to slap their hand away from the professional life lobster. It's high time they realized that in the world of data privacy, silence is golden doesn't mean silence is consent. The lesson here is clear. When it comes to data privacy, opt-out mechanisms should be considered outdated. Opt-in is the way to go if companies want to maintain user trust and respect individual privacy rights. This incident may well serve as a catalyst for more stringent data protection regulations and a shift towards more user-centric data practices across the tech industry. Now let's shift gears and talk about a different kind of fire, the kind that needs global firefighters. The UN is calling for global governance of AI, independent of market forces. It's an ambitious attempt to create a worldwide AI regulatory framework before the technology outpaces our ability to control it. The UN panel emphasizes that AI is borderless, requiring international cooperation to manage effectively. They've pointed out a worrying knowledge gap among decision makers about AI's impact, highlighting the need for better education and understanding at the highest levels of government and industry. One of the most intriguing aspects of their recommendations is the call to integrate AI governance with climate governance. This approach recognizes the potential of AI to both exacerbate and mitigate climate change, depending on how it's developed and deployed. AI could be a double-edged sword in the climate crisis. On one hand, it could revolutionize climate modeling, optimize renewable energy systems, and accelerate the discovery of new sustainable materials. However, the massive energy consumption required to train and run large AI models could significantly increase carbon emissions if not carefully managed. Moreover, AI-driven automation in industries like manufacturing and logistics might lead to increased production and consumption, potentially outweighing efficiency gains. The key challenge lies in harnessing AI's problem-solving capabilities for climate solutions while mitigating its own environmental impact through sustainable computing practices and responsible deployment. It's a delicate balance, but one we must strike if we want to avoid teaching AI to solve global warming while simultaneously teaching it to crank up the thermostat. The UN's vision is clear. We need a comprehensive approach to AI that includes everyone, not just the tech giants and wealthy nations. It's about ensuring that the benefits of AI are as evenly distributed as the risks, and that AI development aligns with broader societal goals and values. Now let's turn up the heat and talk about Alibaba's latest move in the AI arms race. The Chinese tech giant has just unleashed more than 100 open-source AI models, collectively named Qwen 2.5. It's a bold move that could reshape the AI landscape and accelerate innovation across multiple sectors. These models are targeting a wide range of industries, from automotive to gaming to scientific research. The standout feature is a new text-to-video generation tool that allows users to create videos from text prompts, potentially revolutionizing content creation and visual storytelling. Alibaba's open-source release is a game-changer that could democratize AI development, leveling the playing field between tech giants and smaller players. This move might spark a race to the bottom in AI model pricing, potentially squeezing out mid-sized companies unable to compete with free offerings or massive resources. Paradoxically, while empowering individual developers, it could also consolidate power among the few companies able to train and release state-of-the-art models at scale. Ultimately, this strategy could reshape the AI landscape into a bipolar ecosystem of tech behemoths and agile startups, with little room for those in between. But let's not forget the geopolitical subtext here. In the race for AI supremacy, every open-source release is a strategic move. Alibaba is flexing its AI muscles, showing the world that China is a force to be reckoned with in the AI arena. This could have far-reaching implications for the global balance of technological power and influence. Lastly, let's talk about how AI is changing the face of customer service. Salesforce, the customer relationship management giant, has introduced autonomous AI agents that are so good at their job, they might just make human workers obsolete. Unveiled at the Dreamforce conference, these AI agents are part of a new pricing model based on AI-managed interactions rather than subscriptions. This move, boosted by a collaboration with NVIDIA, positions Salesforce as a leader in enterprise AI innovation. The shift to AI-managed interactions is a game changer. At $2 per AI-managed customer interaction, Salesforce is betting big on the efficiency of its digital workforce. It's a strategy that could fireproof their revenue model against the changing tides of the market. But this development raises some burning questions about job displacement and the need for workforce reskilling. We're not just talking about automating simple tasks anymore. These AI agents are handling complex customer interactions, learning, and adapting in real time. It's a stark reminder of the transformative power of AI in the workplace. So, what advice would I give to professionals in customer service or similar fields to future-proof their careers? Forget adapting. It's time for a radical career pivot. Customer service professionals should immediately dive into AI ethics, governance, and oversight roles, positioning themselves as the essential human bridge between AI systems and customers. Cultivate uniquely human skills like complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, and creative thinking that AI can't replicate. Most importantly, become the architect of your own AI-human hybrid career by building personalized AI tools that augment your capabilities, making yourself indispensable in the age of automation. As we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that AI is not just a tool anymore. It's becoming the architect of our digital future. From fighting deepfakes in elections to reshaping customer service, AI is touching every aspect of our lives. The stories we've covered today highlight the complex interplay between AI innovation, regulation, privacy concerns, and economic impacts. They underscore the need for thoughtful governance, ethical considerations, and public education as we navigate this rapidly evolving landscape. As AI continues to advance, we must grapple with fundamental questions about the kind of future we want to create. How do we balance innovation with privacy and security? How do we ensure that the benefits of AI are equitably distributed? And how do we prepare our workforce and society for the changes that AI will bring? These are the questions that will shape our digital future, and they require ongoing dialogue, research, and collaboration across sectors and borders. As we continue to explore the frontiers of AI, it's crucial that we remain vigilant, informed, and engaged in shaping its development and deployment. So, what do you think? Are we headed for an AI utopia, or are we playing with fire? This week, I challenge you to try using an AI writing assistant for a day. Notice how it changes your workflow and share your experiences in our FireBrain AI community. Until next time, this is Joe, signing off from the Daily Ember, where we keep the flame of AI knowledge burning bright. That's going to do it for us today, Firebrains. Don't forget to join our free FireBrain AI school community to stay on top of all the latest AI trends and to learn more about how you can practically implement AI and automation into your business and personal life. You can find the community in the description below. Thanks for listening.
It's AI.